new set of regulations that saw us enter the turbo hybrid era of F1 car development. The biggest change being the engines, which we changed from 2.4 litre V8 engines to 1.6 litre turbocharged V6 power units. Along with this came integrated complex digital systems such as ERS. For 2022, the FIA announced that the cars would now be rolling on 18-inch wheels, far larger than the 13-inch wheels used prior. These larger tyres were designed to reduce overheating, improve grip and provide more aggressive racing. Present since the very start of the sport, Ferrari takes the #1 spot for almost all constructor records in F1. It's the team with the most world championships won, the most Grand Prix wins, most pole positions and most race entries. The record for the most cars in an F1 race was achieved...
Alright, hello everyone and welcome to Tier 2 Round 7 here in Miami. You have me as your commentator tonight, SSR Arrow, and we're here for Round 7, and we've had not as big as grid as usual here, but there's... I think if you've seen Vegas, I think that's the only excuse you need for why the grid's so small here. But we've got a lot of drivers missing tonight. But Scotland and Freddie there have currently served their quali bans, and there's a couple of people serving race bans. And then I want to just give a quick shout out to Pontus, who's going to be a father tonight, so all the best of luck to him. And he's just joined us as well, but currently everyone in the lobby apart from Eric, you've seen before. Eric's going to be our debutant today. But I'm very interested to see who can top the timings tonight. We'll follow Lexi on his lap and we'll go on board with the Aston as he does his first lap here in qualifying. Oh, and a bit of a wheel snap there under traction. And welcome Callum in the chat, and Callum says, let's hope it is better than last week, and let us all hope it's better than last week. I wonder which Callum this is in the chat. Sure, we'll give him an invite if we can. I'm pretty sure I've invites. Callum was supposed to be here, but he has forgot. Oh, it's Spared Fungus in the chat. One of the many Callums, simply just in Tier 2. But Lexi's backed out of his lap, so let's see who's on a lap here. Podzilla starting his lap. I wonder who's the closest to finishing the lap. Oh, Eric, the debutant, into the wall. Lexi does the fastest lap time, but that's not a representative lap time as he had backed out of that lap. It could be Naka Kraka, who's the first across the line on a representative lap time. That's at 1:29.0 here in Miami. And we'll see who else is here. We've got Spared Fungus giving Wed Throne a lovely toe down the back straight here. Oh, I also forgot Wed Throne. It's his debut as well, so we've got two debutants today. And Wed Throne got a lovely toe from his teammate Spared Fungus here. And Wedthrone does a 1:28.6 and goes up to P1 as it stands. So a lovely lap there from Wedthrone. And Spared Fungus now will be looking to get past here on his lap, and he does. His teammate dives out of the way, and we will have the Aston of Lexi, who's a couple seconds up on his time, but I don't know if he's coming round. Landon is invalid on his time, so he won't be finishing here, as WTS is also invalid, so he won't be finishing his lap. Should be Lexi across the line next. Lexi goes P2 with the 1:28.9, and Codzilla will be across the line next. And Codzilla does a 1:28.9 as well. Currently sets P3. And it will be Naka Kraka potentially across the line, although he'll be coming on his in lap here. So it'll be Spared Fungus, who's got a purple middle sector at the moment on his lap. Eze shouts out Dubsy and says Dubsy for the win. So Dub, if you're listening, please do a lap and don't do what you normally do and just retire in the pits. There's a couple people in tier 2 like Codzilla and Dubsy always just retire in the pits instead of doing qualifying. I'm like, I swear to God, they'd be so much quicker. As Spared Fungus now almost equals his teammate with a 1:28.6. But we'll try and see if we can get Callum into the lobby here. Hopefully the game lets us to invite him, if we can here. Alright, hopefully that has worked. So we can have a 12th in our lobby. I'm pretty sure I had added him on Xbox, but he wasn't coming up for me at all earlier, so don't know. But I wonder who else is going to be on a lap next. And Callum has joined. Lexi going rather slow on pit entry. He has broken the right side of that front wing, so Lexi must have had a big error on his lap there. Spared Fungus now. I wonder if he's still pushing on this lap. The sector time did not pop up, so it's hard to tell at the moment. But he will be coming into the pits. And next on a lap should be W2S. Although W2S is missing a front wing as well. So currently there's no one really on a lap here. Naka Kraka will stay with the Haas here. He will be the next round on a lap, but he's currently on his out lap. Still to go. W2S needs to go in and fix that front wing. But we'll see here as we go on board with the Haas what he can pull out. Currently sets P5, and there's only 410 splitting the Haas of Naka Kraka and the pole sitter of Wedthrone. So it's very attainable pole at the moment if he can extract 410s here. It's looking a smooth lap so far from Naka Kraka, and he is 2/10 up already in the first sector. So this could be big if he's already that much up already in the first sector here for Naka Kraka. There are several big hitters missing the race tonight, so this could be a very big race for some of the drivers to catch up on some of the leaders. In tier 2 here, Ritzy's going to be missing out, Centrix is going to be missing out. Ezzy has a prediction that apparently only 6 people are going to finish tonight, and I really hope it's not. I would just like, let's have 10 finishers, please. If there's 2 retirements, that's understandable, but can we have 10 finishers? That'd be good. But we have got the Williams of Callum in, and Nakacraka does improve, but only by 2 or so tenths, maybe almost pushing 3 tenths. Jumps into P3 in that Haas. But Ezzy has that prediction in the chat, and Callum says he's struggling, doesn't have sound. Which I think I did have that the other day. I did have that on Thursday where I was commentating over a TIR race, and the audio was just not on, and then I had to keep pausing and unpausing, and then it did come on. It was very strange. We'll see who could be on a lap next here. Would it be Eric on a lap at the moment? Although Eric's finished his lap, he's got a 1:39.7. Possibly going to do another lap here. With the McLaren of Cod pushing him behind as well. Oh! Oh my lord. I don't believe what I've just saw. Eric and Codzilla in the McLaren have absolutely smashed into the wall. Eric's out of qualifying. I don't know how Cod survived here, but that was on stream. Oh my lord, that Williams is destroyed. I am very speechless. And as he says, and it begins, and so it does. Eric absolutely shadow-realmed. I don't even know whose fault it was there. It seemed both of the cars just came together there on the straight. As Callum's retired on track here. Callum's retired on track. Spirit Monk should be coming up to him here. And Callum has lost it on the exit there. And we've had 4 retirements in qualifying. It's not a great start, I would have to say. Really not a great start. The saying that as we were hoping for, I said I was hoping for 10 finishers, and we've already had 2 retirements in qualifying. 2 of the drivers were just serving quali bans, but after that McLaren and Williams incident, we may have to review that and see if there's more quali bans to come. But that seemed very dramatic there. But Wed thrown now, our current pole sitter, coming around on a lap. We'll see, is he improving at all as he exits the second sector? And it says he's up 2 tenths here, and he's got a purple middle sector. Can he improve on his pole time at the moment? And as he rounds the final corner, gets the power down, and will come across the line. Can he improve? He does improve, and it's a 1:28.4. Extending his lead is Wade thrown. Landon will be around on a lap next. Can we see Landon potentially get a good lap in here? And did Landon go round? I don't know. What is this camera angle? Chat, what was that camera angle? Please can someone tell me? Anyway, Landon says he has a purple sector. We'll see if that's true or not, because this game can say everyone has a purple sector, and then it can be lying, because there's times I've gotten purple sectors when I'm like, I've definitely not got a purple sector. So we'll see, did Landon actually get a purple sector there? As he comes across the line, it's a 1:28.1, and he definitely got a purple middle sector, as he's 3 tenths quicker than P2 there. That's at a stonking lap from Landon in the Aston. Very, very good lap from the Aston there. Next across the line should be Dub Z, as he's exiting Sector 2 here in the Merc. But as Dub Z exits Sector 2, I don't even know what the Sector 2, what a good time is for Sector 2. I should probably have memorized that. But, you know, this is the best you're going to get. And as Dub Z comes round the final corner in that Mercedes, he jumps up to P7 as it stands, a 1:29.3 for Dub. And next across the line could be Landon if he's doing another lap, but I don't believe he is. And there's a couple of drivers now on their out lap here for their final laps in qualifying. 2 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. Can they improve on what they have already? And can COD get a good lap after suffering that massive incident there? And as I look at the standings, currently Centrix leads us with 118 points, and he's 30 points ahead of Ritzy, who's on 88, and Ritzy's 2 points ahead of Codzilla. So this will be a big race for Codzilla. If he can get good points here, he can make a big dent in the drivers ahead, and this is going to be heartache for Centrix, Ritzy and Josh, who 3 of the top 4 won't be here today. And the 2 Astons of Landon and Lexi currently set P5 and 6, can make big gains here in this race as well. But on their lap, as it stands, it'll be W2S, so we'll see, can he get a valid lap in? And he's out on the mediums again. But we'll see, can W2S get a good lap here in the Alfa Romeo? Dub has retired in the pits, happy with his lap time. But as W2S exits Sector 2, I believe it's 1.5 seconds slower than Dub as he stands, but he may have enough time to do an extra additional push lap here. And as he comes round the final corner, WTS will set a lap, surprisingly on the mediums, but does do a 1:31.7, jumps up into P8, does have time to go on for another lap here as well. It'll be Lexi around next, but Lexi's invalid, so that'll be qualifying for Lexi. And Spared Fungus has retired. Spared Fungus here is retired, exiting Sector 2. It'll be Codzilla across the line next. And as he comes across the line here, Codzilla jumps into P2 with a 1:28.3. Mega lap from Codzilla. And it'll be Naka Kraka, who will be our last across the line, I believe, followed by W2S. And Callum in the chat says that he hit the wall in the chicane. Callum in the chat there is Spared Fungus as well. Oh, and W2S is also retired. He's also hit the wall, trying to exit Sector 2. And Naka Kraka, as he comes across the line, can he improve on P5 where he currently sits? And he did. He jumped up into P4, and that will be qualifying over. With your pole sitter will be the debutant. Well, actually it won't be. It'll be Landon, followed by Codzilla, and then the debutant of Wed Throne in P3. And W2S in the chat says, I am stupid. He's had a Leclerc moment there. We see Naka Kraka jump up into P4. And Spared Fungus now sets P5. Do either of you want to commentate, or are you just spectating? Yeah, just tick the box. For all of the viewers watching, we've had a late joiner. We've got a secondary commentator here in Ollie.
Bonjour.
So welcome, Ollie.
Hello, everybody.
And hopefully it doesn't put you in a car. But if it does, then just coast around and then retire in the pits if it does.
I'll cause a safety car and have another Las Vegas.
We might have to reset if you do.
That's fine. I'll wait.
Yeah, we wanna make sure there's no resets here.
Okay. Cool. You lazy bastard. Yeah, I know. So I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah, that was me in Q1. It sounded like I was talking to myself. For those of you who don't know, Mallard, the host here, is also in the chat, but he's too shy.
Oh man, I'll just take the box.
Yeah, all the viewers want to hear your beautiful voice.
America.
But what? America.
Oh. That is definitely a comment out of nowhere.
Yep, but we're here. Everyone in the chat, if you're listening, we're here round 7. And we're going to be going very shortly here. And it's tier 2, and I'm actually surprised there's been no early ready-ups, but thank God there hasn't been.
Maybe something changed.
After over the break week, everyone
week.
Changed. Over the break week, everyone remembered, oh wait, if I just don't click the A button, then people don't get angry.
Yeah.
And it is really crazy how that happens.
Crazy? I was crazy once. Locked me in a room.
Yeah, let's not start. Let's not start that. But we should be readying up now, and as the lights are going on, and they're out, and the drivers have not moved away, but they're going to move away now. Landon leads us away in the Aston, and Codzilla gets jumped by Wade Throne here into turn 1, and seems everyone's got away pretty clean, as there's been some bumping and barging at the back, as Scotland's got a 5-second time penalty for contact.
No, not Scotland.
Here.
Anyone but Scotland.
And Lexi has dropped back several positions here, as Freddie is gaining already here, and Wade Throne jumped Codzilla. Codzilla's lost out to Naka Kraka here as well, and they're side by side here, Callum and Dub Z, and we're on board with Ferrari and Freddie, as Callum has a little brush with the wall in the Williams here. Scotland may have to pit early here to get off that front wing, as Wade Throne now goes for the lead. They're side by side, Landon and Wade Throne here. Exiting sector 2, Wade Throne files in behind. Wade Throne started on the softs, and Freddie and Lexi, and Freddie has to take to the escape road here, as both drivers come through here.
As Scotland has passed Eric, who is driving very slowly.
Eric
on there
potentially could have damage, as long as
he does not have damage
as well.
He is just.
And Callum now on the inside, and Naka Kraka sends it. Oh my word! He's completely missed his braking zone there. That's Naka Kraka. Completely missed his braking there.
And he's been disqualified.
And Naka Kraka's been disqualified. I've never seen someone get disqualified that early. But Wade Throne now takes the lead after Naka Kraka missed his braking. Unbelievable start here. Wade Throne has now got into P1. Scotland's got a 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. But Wed's thrown now, the debutant, is into P1 as it stands.
Big
But
up Wed
very
Thrown.
unfortunate there. Very unfortunate for our pole sitter Landon, who got taken out in that
Yeah, that was very
incident with Naka
unfortunate.
Kraka. And Naka Kraka in the chat says, I am so sorry, and it's understandable. We've all missed our break in zone before. And very unfortunate for Naka Kraka there. And probably more unfortunate for Landon, who was just an innocent bystander in that.
Dubsy! Dubsy loses it.
Oh, and there's a... Has he lost it?
He,
He
he,
seems to be
he,
okay, but
he got a rear end snap, but he's okay. Just lost position.
Eric had lost the car there, which let W2S through, and Landon's got through as well here.
So I'm interested to see what Landon does now, because he's on the mediums. I believe he started on the softs.
Yeah. And now Codzilla on the inside of Wed Throne here, going for the lead. The McLaren of Codzilla takes the lead here. Wed Throne in behind. Callum following this battle along as well, and you've got a very close battle here between the top six, really. Callum sets the fastest lap. Lexi sets the fastest lap on those soft tyres. But Codzilla now into the lead as the DRS has been enabled here. And after a couple of unfortunate incidents at the start there, we are seem to have settled down as Wedstrom was a little wide, losing grip on those softs already. As Callum now on the inside
Ooh,
with a mega sand, really.
nice move.
And Wedstrom lost so much grip on that long left-hander, and it's allowed Callum through now with the DRS here as Codzilla's looking to escape.
Wed might come
Is
back.
Wedstrom now going to look on the inside of Callum? Has a little look on the inside, but no move there.
Gotta be careful of his teammate
Spared
behind
Fungus. Yeah, Spared Fungus now looking on this battle as Wedstrom now struggling on these soft tyres.
now. Callum is instantly caught up though. Callum is
Oh, and
flying.
Eric has retired in the pits. Eric has called it a day, so now we've had 2 retirements so far.
Callum looking to make a move for the lead.
Callum now on the inside of Codzilla here. The Williams of Callum, who joined us late in qualifying, now takes the lead of the race on lap 3 here. We've had multiple changes for the lead already as we head on to lap 4 here.
Oh, Landon has just got past W2S down at the rear end of the field.
And Callum here sets the fastest lap as Codzilla's coming back at him. But he decides to back out of that move, very close to a move on the inside there. But I would have to say, as it goes so far, I'm going to try and not jinx it, but much better racing than Vegas so far.
God.
W2S now on the inside of Landon here.
Oh, he mounts the curb.
And Landon gets away from that. We couldn't see it because the camera cut away. The camera work around Miami is not great.
Wow.
But we will try
DRS.
to stay with these
Gonna make a
battles.
move.
Everyone here. The DRS Codzilla now on the inside of Callum. Sends it down the inside.
Easy move.
Gets the lead of the race.
Callum will have the DRS along the very long back straight. So,
Yeah, and the 2 AlphaTaris of Wed Throne and Spared Fungus seem to be struggling on those softs as Wed Throne. Oh, I'm getting desync definitely there because Wed Throne headed into a wall, but he's now back where he was.
yeah, here comes Callum
Yeah,
again.
Yeah, another swap for the lead here. Callum and Cod just seem to be swapping for position here
Ooh.
as Codzilla
Well, thinks about the
switch
inside.
to the inside. And Lexi now sends it on Spared Fungus.
Nice
Lexi
move.
now in to P4. Lovely send from Lexi there, but will Spared Fungus come back at him again with the DRS here? Lexi doesn't have the DRS. Lexi's trying to defend the inside. Spared Fungus looks to the outside, but seems to be not enough space there on the outside to make the move. Oh, Cod's had a half spin
Oh,
there.
no.
That's cost Spared Throne, or Wed Throne. They have now combined to be the ultimate Alpha Tari pairing. And Lexi now on the back of Spared Fungus, looking to make a move, and Callum now has escaped.
Oh, Lexi.
As Spared Fungus there, just under traction, did not have the same traction that Lexi had out of that corner. Coldzilla now looking on the back of Spared Fungus as well after that half spin he had earlier. He's on the inside of Spared Fungus.
Contact.
And they have a little wheel tap. And Spared Fungus keeps his head as the Ferrari of Freddy's looking in here. The Ferrari of Freddy had a little look on the inside.
Oh, hello.
And he's going to switch to the inside. And there's contact through this sector. And Coldzilla's going to have to back out of that move.
Freddy gets the
Freddy
move.
somehow makes his way through that
That was
tight section.
tight. Wow.
A very bold move here.
Well,
Lexi
Lexi
now on the inside of Wed Throne, going for the move for P2 here, and Callum has escaped up the road, and Coldzilla's regained back that position as Dub Z now had a little look on the inside of Freddy as well here. But Wed Throne now looking for the move on Lexi. Is Lexi trying to defend that P2 here?
I think it's better of it.
But Lexi now keeps it ahead. These drivers very close here.
Contacts. See Lexi went down.
Wed Throne now looking for a way through. They're side by side it here.
Oh, Lexi.
And Lexi
keeps
keeps
the
it
nose.
ahead. Oh no! And Wed Throne put his nose where he shouldn't and has now lost his nose completely. As
Spared
Lexi
Fungus.
now losing out to Spared Fungus here. And this is doing massive for Callum's races. Callum's now 4.7 up the road in the lead here.
It's
And
cruising.
Lexi now on the outside of Spared Fungus.
Oh, COD.
This battling is absolutely benefiting them. As Coldzilla now on the outside of Spared Fungus as well will become the inside of the next corner. But Spared Fungus will keep it ahead on the soft. Freddy now pressuring Coldzilla here as well. Very close here through the end of Sector 2 as Lexi gets a little bump from behind.
I have
Spared
a
Fungus
double
here.
overtake here.
And
Just right.
very well made. Coldzilla now with the DRS is going to look for the move here on Spared Fungus, and may look for the move on Lexi as
wide.
well. A Spared Fungus is looking for a move on the outside as well of Lexi, and Lexi loses 2 positions there as Freddy now pressuring Lexi as well. Spared Fungus now right up behind Coldzilla.
Oh, Freddy is
As
going to try and
Callum's
get
now-
past Lexi.
And Freddy is past Lexi with the DRS, and Callum's now 5.5 in the lead here. Massive lead here for Callum.
Oh,
As
got
Wed
yellow
Throne
flag.
he's gonna pit to fix that front wing.
I think that was nothing more than just a misjudgment from him.
Yeah, that just seemed to be a racing incident. From
Yeah.
my view, it seemed like you don't really want to put your nose in there through that corner because there's just not enough space.
Misjudgment. It's racing, it happens. So,
But Lexi now seems to have dropped out of the DRS here of Freddy ahead. Lexi losing some pace here. Dub Z's also out of the DRS of this train between P2 and P4.
maybe those
And
softs
Coldzilla
are
leads this
not
train.
feeling as good as they used to.
And
Lexi.
Freddy here, Freddy who started on the hards is pressuring Spared Fungus through this section. We'll see how Freddy can do here on his first stint on these hards. He does have this time penalty which could cost him. And Nakacrack in the chat says he thinks he got overexcited there, and that's
Understandable.
okay, Nakacracker. It's understandable. Everyone loves racing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Whenever you see P1, you just think P1 can be mine. You send it, you send it from P17 in turn 1.
Monza.
We've all done it. We've all done it. I'm hoping we don't see that at Monza tomorrow, but don't count it out. But the drivers seem to have settled down here at the moment.
So we've got a 3-car battle for second.
Nakacracker says he wasn't trying to cut him down. Yeah, we know we've all missed our breaking point
Oh,
before.
Spared Fungus goes wide. Freddy looking up the
Allow
inside.
Freddy through.
Oh, got a little bit of wiggle.
On the inside. And
Oh.
I find this straight is always a bit dangerous here to go for a move because it's a winding straight with the DRS. But Freddy now on
Freddy's
the
gonna have
inside on
this
the hard
easy.
tyres. Yeah, and he will have it here. And it will
Fungus
give
has
him a
got
chance now to...
no battery left, and Freddy has already got half. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's different. Very
Freddy
different.
now can close up to Codzilla here and go for the move, and Freddy will be one to watch out for because he's doing the alternate strategy to Callum and Cod here. But Callum now 6 seconds up the road, so Freddy will really have to put the pace down on that alternate strategy if he wants it to work for him, as well as also having to make up for that 3-second time penalty that he had on the start of lap 1. But Freddy now on the inside goes for P2 here, and he gets it. Codzilla now looking for the switchback on those mediums, and he may have it here. He'll have the DRS on the outside, I believe.
Yeah, he's going to have this back.
And Codzilla on the outside does a lovely switchback and keeps P2 here. Freddy probably frustrated in behind here, not gaining like he wanted to on those hard tyres. Codzilla expertly keeps it ahead here. Naka Crack in the chat loved that switchback from Cod, and I'd have to say the commentators in the chat here loved it too.
Did we?
Freddy now, I mean, I loved it. I mean, your opinion is your opinion. Oh, and Landon's retired. Although I believe that may have been in the pits. He's just called it a day. He's unhappy with how the days went.
That's very unfortunate.
And my hope for having only 2 drivers to retire here unfortunately hasn't worked. And Freddy now on the outside of Codzilla is going to get the move here. Codzilla is going to look to keep it in behind. And they're very slow here through the sector. Oh, Freddy has a little loose rear end there. As Codzilla now very close in behind here.
Cod also is in battery. Actually, no, he's not.
But Freddy now closing up. Although he's actually gaining a lot of time here.
Yeah, he's using his battery to pull away.
Codzilla though will still have DRS here, so he hasn't escaped fully, but Spared Fungus now may start to lose out in this battle. Spared Fungus trying to keep him the DRS, and Spared Fungus now will pull into the pits for his first stop.
All the stops. Oh no.
Yeah, and Spared Fungus gets a 5-second time penalty for speed in the pit lane. Oh, Codzilla almost missed his braking zone as well here. Almost ran into the back of Freddy. And Lexi now pits for his stop.
Spared Fungus going on to hards.
Fungus onto hards.
Fungus?
And Lexi.
That's strange.
Lexi onto softs here. Dubsy now exits right behind Spared Fungus, and he may run into the rear of him because Spared Fungus has those cold hards here, and Dubsy has nowhere to go here.
Pitted. He has 1 lap old hards.
Dubsy had undercutted here.
Yeah.
And Lexi now on the softs is going to have all that clean air to push into.
Oh,
Dubsy with a spin.
Wing. Out of his wing.
Oh, and he's got wing damage. I can't even see. We've helicopter cam here, so I can't even see. That's the front left end plate is gone. Oh, and Spared Fungus says he didn't even realise there's no pit assist. Yep, this league has no pit assist.
Codzilla back up the inside of Freddy.
On the inside of Freddy, and Codzilla seems to be not going away here, despite Freddy's tyres probably coming into their zone now around lap 9. Freddy's tyres probably, the hards are starting to improve on the delta of the mediums here, but Codzilla keeping it ahead here. There's a yellow flag of W2S.
Oh no.
On the softs, but I believe he's okay.
He looks okay. He just might have gone off.
He doesn't have any wing damage. May have just had a quick little half spin or something. But Freddy now very close behind Cod, and this is perfect for Callum here, who is now 6.7 up the road. This is probably the Callum's probably having an absolute race of his life here. He's probably enjoying this a lot.
You can go sit back and relax in the Miami twin or whatever.
He's having the battle of the McLaren and the Ferrari behind him here, and there's a 20-second gap behind that. So Callum,
what's going to try around the outside?
He does pit, and Scotland's spot in the final corner as well here, as Codzilla gets through on Freddy. But behind the battle for P2 and B3, there's a massive amount of clear air. So if Callum does decide to pit here onto the hards, he'll have loads of clear air to push into.
Wow, clean in
And,
third if he pits now.
Thank you in the chat for the follow, Lesikoa. That's I swear every time someone follows, I'm like, I don't even know how to pronounce whatever this name is. But Freddie now sits P3 on the hards. Is following Codzilla along. Too far back to go for a move here. But the McLaren of Codzilla and the Ferrari of Freddie are having a monster battle
Come out
here.
of the pits.
Having
Get
a
in the
very
way
good
of...
scrap.
Oh wait, I'm going to use a rig on fast. Scratch that.
And Lexi now sets the fastest lap on the soft. Lexi going for an alternate strategy here. Went soft. Freddie now really close up behind Cod. Through this winding section. And we'll have the DRS. Will he look to get past here? Lexi may go... Oh! I can't tell if that was
Close.
desync or Freddie really... I can't tell if Freddie really ran into the back of him there, or that was just
That was
desync
very
on
close.
my
I don't
end.
think that was any contact.
On my end, it looked like he rear-ended him and then had a big wiggle, but Codzilla now keeps it ahead on the inside. Freddie's just about behind
Cod.
here, but
Cod leaves the space.
has a little look on the inside. Both leaving the space here side by side. They're switching. Codzilla keeps it ahead here. Freddie will have the DRS though on the next straight. Codzilla has a loose rear end there, which will allow Freddie ahead here with the DRS. And I wonder, will Legacy behind me doing a soft medium potentially? And there's a...
W2S is
there's
out.
it's a safety car. It's a safety
Oh
car.
no.
As Codzilla
And that's
gets
perfect
ahead
for
and
Callum.
W2S
Perfect for Callum.
W2S lost it. Completely missed his braking zone there. Callum's pit now, and Codzilla's going to come in here for his stop as well. And Freddie, I wonder what he will do. Freddie surely is going to have to come in for the mediums. But he's going to have to stretch the mediums now, 17 laps. Which may be doable with the benefit of this safety car.
Yeah, I think
But it may be
that's gonna
tough.
tough, but see what you can do.
And W2S in the chat says he's had a real Leclerc moment.
Oh no.
And he lost it there. He lost it there at the final corner, and he just completely missed his braking zone. It seemed to did the same thing Naka Kraka did.
Something about that corner.
But yeah,
Oh,
it does seem that
Callum
final
was just
corner.
reversed. What the hell was that?
What?
Just went on board
Callum
at Callum
reversed.
and he was in reverse. Reversing. It's strange.
I missed that.
Yeah,
Take
that
the
was
clip.
weird. I guess so.
Maybe he overtook the safety car and was like, "Oh wait, hold up."
That might be it, yeah. But now, we've got a natural battle. Hands on the lead.
Yeah. No, I mean, you did say that was good for Callum, but I think that was actually bad for Callum because it now means he's lost that almost 7-second lead that he did have, and now he'll have to defend from Codzilla again. But Freddie now could be the one to watch. He's on the mediums, and I believe he could manage these tyres to the end because we'll have at least 2 laps on our safety car, and the mediums going 14 laps isn't that far-fetched then, essentially.
Looked like contact
But-
between Freddie and Cod just there. That was, I didn't think there was any
I
contact,
mean-
but it looked like it.
I think we just maybe experienced some desync here because I mean, it doesn't look like any wing damage for the drivers here, but all the drivers here now have completed their mandatory pit stops, so we'll see, can anyone get some good results here?
We might be waiting a while for the
Unfortunately-
safety car, because Scotland is just going around the first couple of corners now.
Yeah, that's what we're saying is, if Freddie can just protect these mediums here, realistically he could only be doing like 14 laps in the mediums, which doesn't sound too far-fetched to do 14 laps in the mediums, because if we're doing 2 laps here under
3 laps,
safety
possibly.
car, then it allows him to extend his stint, and in the pits comes Codzilla. Codzilla's going to switch onto the mediums here, which is a very bold strategy, Cotton. I wonder if it'll pay off. And there's Dub Z's coming in for the mediums as well, although Dub had a bit of worn hards, so Dubs was more understandable.
Dubs
with
also had wing
Codzilla.
damage. So
When Cods had wing damage as well, Cods was fixing that front wing as well.
maybe there was
Bit of
contact.
drama here. So there may have been contact, is right, as you mentioned.
Possibly. I don't know where else he would have got that. Unless he rear-ended Cal.
maybe the contact with Freddie could have caused a domino into Callum potentially, or maybe the reason why Freddie ran into Cod was because or the reason why Freddie ran into Cod was because Cod had just run into Callum, and it was like stopped, and that's why Freddie may have had the contact, but we didn't see the contact there, but it seemed like both. I don't remember if Dub had front wing damage there, but
yeah, Dub did have front
definitely
wing damage from having his little half spin, losing his end plate. So,
but this may benefit the medium runners. The hard runners will be towards the end of this race will be singing, but
yeah, there's more people on
medium
mediums
runners
than hards, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, the medium runners at the start of this stint will be definitely singing, but Scotland's still got a while to get caught up here before we actually do go racing.
Will it go around for another lap? I feel like the safety car would have been called in by now if it was going in this lap, so it might be another one. Yeah, it's too late now to call it in, so another lap.
Yeah, Zamp in the chat, we're missing several people here. There's a couple people with race bans, a couple people with personal issues like Pontus, who's going to become a dad today, so congrats to Pontus.
Congratulations to that man.
I think he's the only Swede in our league, so it'll be exciting to see him race. He's just joined us, and I believe he'll be joining Ritzy in the Red Bull. We've had a lot of lineup switches since Vegas. Your lineups are now Ritzy and Pontus in the Red Bull, Josh and Roy in the Ferrari, Dub and Alfie in the Mercedes, Tom Nathans and RAF in the Alpine, Scotland and Codzilla in the McLaren, Epic, WWE and Centrix in the Alpha, the brothers of Nakakraka and Nudomatic in the Haas.
Oh, they're brothers?
E-Tracker. Yeah, Nakakraka and Nudomatic are brothers. They're the Haas bros.
Fair enough then.
And funnily enough, they replaced the father-son pairing of Sandwiches and Boxes, who were in the Haas before them.
Oh my god, that is comical.
They can't make the races because Boxes does karting on the weekend, and then obviously Sandwiches has to take him to the karting.
Yeah,
so,
understandable.
Unfortunately, they can't make it. They can reserve sometimes when they don't have karting, but unfortunately they don't have full-time seats. And it'll be D-Tracker and Spared Fungus in the AlphaTauri. We've Lexi and Landon in the Astons, and unfortunate for Landon, had a great pull here in Miami, but then was relatively put out in lap 1, it'd be fair to say, unfortunately. And in the Williams, you'll have Callum and Evan with your leader, Callum. We will be on board with here as the safety car should be going in this lap as Scotland has caught up. Scotland, if you're listening to the stream, oh, never mind, Scotland, don't listen to the stream. I was about to say if it went round for another lap that he could pit on the mediums, because his hards are a bit more worn, but don't do it now that the safety car is going in this lap.
Alright, well, here we go.
Sandwiches in the chat says, what do you call a bloke with no shins?
A bloke with no shins. There you go.
Tony.
Oh, fuck.
Right. Anyway, back to the racing after that horrible joke. Callum
The sandwich is
leads us
never
away.
getting a seat again. Alright, got it. Oh, he's a little sandwich.
Oh, that's just the subscriber emote, I think.
Oh.
But Callum
We're
now
racing.
leads us away. Has had a good restart, but Freddie now all with the back of him.
Oh, no, he loses it.
Freddie will be on these medium tyres, but remember how Freddie has that time penalty. If we have a quick look here, it should be only 3 seconds. Yeah, Freddie has 3 seconds time penalty here, as he's almost into the back of Callum here. And Lexi here following a bit off this battle of the leaders ahead, but so far no real moves for position here under this restart until now. Freddie now on the outside of Callum for the lead here. Freddie in the Ferrari on the outside. Callum keeps it ahead on the hards, but they're... What? Oh, there's desync and they're ghosting through each other. And Freddy's got the move. That was confusing, but Freddy's got ahead. I don't know if they're both
Callum.
ghosting. Callum had a bit of a loose rear end there. Lexi now pressuring him behind.
Oh, what's
Callum's
a
now
loose rear?
got a push. Callum's got a push to stay up with Freddy here as Freddy's now got the lead. And all Freddy needs to do is now extend his margin ahead to 3-second gap. As Codzilla now on Spared Fungus and Wed Throne. The AlphaTauri's here battling with the McLaren. And Codzilla looking for another switchback. A Spared Fungus now right up behind Codzilla as Codzilla's looking for a move on the outside of Wed Throne here.
Oh, it's pretty fast.
And may get it. And there's
still
a
got
lot
his
of
nose in.
desync here. But seem to be okay as Dubsy takes the runoff. Possibly missing his braking zone there into turn 1. And Freddy's now escaped the second gap to Callum now on these medium tyres, and Callum needs to get caught up because Freddy still has that 3-second time penalty, which could be key at the end of this race here. Lexi now struggling to stay with Callum here as Callum's pushing to stay with Freddy on those medium tyres. Wed Throne now pushing to get past Codzilla, and this is for position here for P4 as Wed Throne on the inside now of Codzilla. They're both side by side here, both leaving the space. Codzilla keeps it ahead. Bit of contact as the AlphaTauri teammate of Spared Fungus was looking for a move on the inside. Oh, and the McLaren's went off, and the Williams of Callum's lost it. And there was contact between Wed Throne and Cod as well. But Callum's now all the way to the back here, had a spin, almost exiting sector 2 there. No front wing. He'll have the box here. And with contact between Wed Throne, and Codzilla as well there. In the middle of that incident of Callum, thankfully we've ghosting on in this league, otherwise that would have been an absolute pile-up. Wed Throne now in behind Codzilla, and Freddy's now 2.5 ahead in the lead here. Freddy could have his first win in WHF here in Tier 2 if he's able to extend that gap past 3 seconds here. As Wed Throne now are close to the battle, very close behind Codzilla here, followed by Dub and Spared Fungus here. Spared Fungus looking to get caught back up to his teammates if he can, as Dub follows this pack along here. Callum will be in for the new front wing and the medium tyres here. Callum will probably
is literally on no ERS pretty much. He's used lots with ERS.
And he can see the McLaren of Codzilla, the rear light flashing as well, which means both of them are very low in ERS as well. And on the straight now, can Wed Throne catch, but Wed Throne struggling for traction here, and now has allowed his teammate to have DRS here. Codzilla slowly catching Lexi, and Codzilla right up behind Lexi here, still doesn't have DRS. Lexi on the hard tires.
Fungus hit the wall.
Oh, did he have a brush with the wall? I wonder, does he have any damage here?
He actually clouted that quite hard just out of the exit of the hairpin. So I'd be interested to see if he actually...
Yeah, it doesn't look like any damage here.
Sometimes damage it's not visual sometimes. So we'll have to see if he
there
can
is that as
continue.
well. He could have side pod damage. We'll see if he starts to struggle now behind Codzilla. As Codzilla's caught right up
What loses
to
the rear
Lexi
end.
ahead. But he has caught up to Lexi ahead. He was on the hards and he was out of the DRS, but Codzilla will now have DRS on Lexi.
Meanwhile,
Keeley.
Freddy, 3.7 ahead. Got the gap.
Yeah. The key battle for the lead. Freddy now is in that P1, as also being P1 on track here. Wed Throne our closest driver to making a move in behind Codzilla here.
Oh, yellow
There's
flag.
a yellow
What's
flag,
that?
and that's
That's
for
Callum.
Callum again. Callum's lost it in the long left-hander here. Very unfortunate for Callum here. His race has gone from bad to worse here after losing it, pushing for P1 while he was in P2. And so far on this straight, with 10 laps to go, it seems there's going to be no one making a move here. Freddie comfortably in the lead now, almost 4 seconds ahead. But we'll keep an eye. Can Lexi, as his hards come into their stride, can he come back at Freddie here? Although, importantly, Lexi will have to defend from Cod at some point, as Cod is closing here. Almost within. He is within 4/10 here as it stands. And Cod looking for a way past Lexi. Lexi's still ahead here on those hard tyres.
Or Lexi goes a bit wide. No, he's alright.
Bit of a snap exiting the corner there. Codzilla may have a run here. And Codzilla with the DRS. Can't he get past? Callum now pulls into the pits and retires from the session. As Cod now on the inside of Lexi. Lexi keeps it ahead.
Contact.
Oh, and there's a tiny bit of contact there. Cod had the wrong angle for that move. And now the AlphaTauri had a little wheel brush with Cod. Wade Throne now looking for a move on the McLaren. And Codzilla now with the DRS, can he get past? Lexi here into the final corner, he'll have DRS. He's now into P2, has the inside of the corner. Will Lexi look for a switchback? He is.
Oh.
Can Lexi get the traction here? Codzilla is smart to the move that Lexi is going for, as Codzilla did it earlier in this race. And Codzilla keeps it ahead here in P2. Codzilla's now 4.3, 4.4 to Freddie ahead. Can Codzilla start to make a dent in that lead that Freddie has? But Freddie seems to be extending the margin that he has. And may end up winning this race. Cods went deep there, which has allowed Lexi to push right up behind him here. Wed through, almost pushing Lexi through this corner as well. And Spared Fungus has joined this battle here. He'll have DRS as well. And Dubsy 1.5 outside this battle. And Lexi very close behind here. Oh no! Wedfront had a bit of a contact with the rear of Lexi. Lexi caught it, almost spun there, had a half spin and caught it. Oh no! Lexi's brushed the wall! He's out!
Oh no!
Lexi hit the wall on the inside! Oh no!
Could that be another safety car?
I don't know if it's gonna be. There's a yellow flag, but it seems it's been cleared very quickly there. And Lexi hit the inside wall and is out.
Unfortunate.
And Spared Fungus now jumps into P3 here, having a move for the podium, as Wed Throne now loses out, and Codzilla now will be in a competent P2. Can Codzilla start to close to Freddy is the question.
Cod's got barely any battery to play with, meanwhile Freddy has got nearly 50%, so that might be the deciding factor in whoever wins this race.
And Wed Throne now battling with his AlphaTauri teammate here. And Zampa giving a shout out to his friend in the chat there. Wed Throne now with DRS on Spared Fungus. And he go for the move here. It's a late send on the inside. Spared Fungus leaving the room here, but Wed Throne not close enough to make the move here. And these three AlphaTauris battling is going to help Codzilla escape. But the key question is, can Codzilla catch Freddy?
Oh, yellow.
And there's a yellow flag here.
It's like Dub.
And it's for Dub. And Zampa put in a race prediction of Dub getting a podium. And Dub has had a little spin there, maybe a half spin, which has cost him there. Zampa in the chat has absolutely jinxed Dub. Dub, if you're in the chat listening, that wasn't your fault. That was absolutely Zampa's fault.
Fuck you, Zampa.
As Spared Fungus now has swapped with his teammate yet again here. The AlphaTauri's battling for the last podium position here. Oh no, it's a late send from Spared Fungus.
Oh, no contact. Nice job.
And he lets his teammate back through again. I can tell Spared Fungus missed his braking zone and was happy to let him back through again. Oh, and Spared Fungus now losing grip on these mediums. Lost a lot of time through here, through this section. Can he stay within the DRS of Wedge Throne? Can Wedge Throne escape? We will see here. He's still within the DRS. Is Spared Fungus. As it stands, Coldzilla's made nearly 2/10 on Freddy with 7 laps to go here. So there's still that battle to look out for. Can Coldzilla catch 1.5 seconds to Freddy to jump him for the P1 in this race here, as the AlphaTauris here continue to battle. As Spared Fungus now with the DRS on Wedge Throne won't be close enough to make a move, but this will allow him to certainly catch the delta here. But this is our closest battle. They've fallen massively off. Oh, thank you for the bit, Zampa. Zampa has donated 1 bit followed by 100 bits, and it's great to see Zampa donating money to himself. Spared Fungus
Stonks.
still following along, still following Wedge Throne here as the AlphaTauris continue to battle for P3.
Oh, Spared Fungus almost lost it. Oh, he's gone wide.
Yeah, gone very wide here, struggling for traction here. And we've is it 6 laps remaining in the race?
7, I believe, because you got 6 to the end and then
7?
Wait.
It's 6. I've counted it right this time.
My brain is not braining.
I still don't know if Mallard's ticked the box, but he's laughing away in the party. For those of you who don't know.
Yeah, Val, can they hear you? No, they
yeah,
cannot.
he's not ticked the box.
Oh my god.
Spared Fungus. There's still a battle here between the AlphaTauris. The AlphaTauris have fallen massively off from COD, as COD's now got a comfortable gap here to P2, but the key is, can COD catch to P1 here? He hasn't made massive inroads on Freddy. Freddy's maintaining the gap here. Spared Fungus now with 5 laps remaining in this race in the AlphaTauri, still looking behind his AlphaTauri teammate here for the podium positions.
Scotland comes
I don't know how he got a 5-second time penalty there, because he'd slowed right down. I literally went on board with him there. He had slowed it right down.
You're going to have a fastest lap? There must be.
So hopefully Scotland here can get the fastest lap, get himself an extra point for McLaren. He is at the back now, so he should have loads of clear air to attempt that fastest lap.
Come on, Scotland.
We're unlikely to get a safety car here, so at this point,
don't say
it was
that.
the right move for Scotland. I mean, I don't think there's enough drivers for a safety car to lead. And also, I don't think there's not enough laps left for the safety car as well. But Spared Fungus now struggling to stay within the DRS of Wedge Throne. It's Wedge Throne's debut, and he's searching for a debut podium here in Tier 2, round 7. And as it stands, Freddy will be your winner, but Coldzilla is looking to change that if he can. And Dubsy, if you're listening, you also probably will have a gap pit for softs if you're in with the fastest lap as well.
And he pits.
And
he's listening.
Dubsy does pit.
He has to be listening.
I mean, I want to take credit for the fact he listened, but I have a feeling like he just had the logic to do that.
Yeah.
Because yeah, does now have a massive gap behind to Scotland, so Scotland's going to look for the fastest lap here if he can, but Dub is also going to look for the fastest lap as well. As the top 4 here still everything to play for. The two AlphaTauris battling for P3
Sped
here.
Throne might be on the move.
Has the DRS here. Can he look for a move on the inside on his teammate? He does. And it looks so far like a comfortable move here. Gets the move. Wed thrown in behind. He's going to concede that place to his teammate. And the battle for P1 is still on here as Codzilla
He's lost a bit.
Still maintaining the same sort of gap to Freddy ahead.
Oh, Cod has now ran out of ERS. That cannot be good.
Well, I think he's pushing here to catch that, to get in within that 3-second gap here. As Wedstrom will still have ERS. Ooh.
Oh, he's pitting!
Oh, Fungus has gone in. Huh? Spared Fungus has gone in for the pits. Surely cost himself a P3.
Why?
I'm speechless.
Is he? Oh, if he goes to the fastest lap now, I'm sorry, you have not made the right call here.
I mean, Spared Fungus, if you're listening, yes, you potentially could get the fastest lap here, but you'll have surely lost a lot more points than just getting P3.
Yeah, just gifting your teammate as well. Easy P3.
Well, I mean, Wed Throne now should comfortably have, and Scotland does get the fastest lap here.
Big man Scotland.
And we'll see, can Dubsy and Spared Fungus beat that fastest lap, but Spared Fungus has gifted his teammate the podium, and it will be a debut podium for Wed Throne as long as he can pull it home now.
He might have jinxed it.
I hope I haven't. And Azzy at the start of this race predicted that there's going to be 6 finishers.
Correct.
And what do you know? Azzy is
correct.
Is a fortune teller. But at this point, everyone will classify. For sure, even if they crash now, they will certainly classify at least P6.
Come on, guys, don't be shy.
The only battle to watch now is, can Codzilla catch Freddy ahead? He's now down to 4.3. He needs to catch that up to 1.4 now.
I don't think he can do it.
Catch Freddy, and I believe Freddy may be saving his ERS to push on the final lap here and potentially get his own fastest lap. I'll be surprised if he can get the fastest lap over the drivers who have just pit for softs here. But I don't believe Dubsy now crossing the line. Can he get the fastest lap?
Not.
I don't believe he did. Scotland now still has the fastest lap. Can Scotland improve on his fastest lap at all? I don't believe he has. It'll be Spared Fungus now, who'll be the next driver to watch for the fastest lap. But he had a podium potentially on, and he just was like, I want the fastest lap award.
If he doesn't get a fastest lap now, he's going to look very...
Yeah, he does have a purple first sector though.
Oh, so he does.
He is going to look very silly if he has not got the fastest lap after pitting. I mean, he's going to look silly regardless, because even with the fastest lap, he still will not have as much points as he could have had with the podium. Unless he's like sure that he was in puncture territory. If he's like, oh, I'm in puncture territory here, I need a box.
He was on the same tyres, I think,
yeah,
as he went through.
He was, so I'm surprised. I really don't think he was in puncture territory, but if he was, I mean, he'll tell us.
I mean, he won't, because he won't be on the podium.
I mean, I'm sure he'll tell us in the chat or something. But we head on to the final lap here. Freddy still leads us away, as Codzilla still 4.1 behind, needs to close up a second.
Here comes Spared Fungus. Can he get a final lap, fastest lap? Oh, he doesn't.
Win. He doesn't, and Spared Fungus has looked utterly silly because he's just lost a potential podium and not even got the fastest lap. Scotland is rapid as hell here.
The greatest driver of all time.
Yep. We were shouting out Scotland in Las Vegas 2 weeks ago, and we're shouting him out again. He is basically Lewis Hamilton at this point. He is absolutely rapid.
I know, he's blessed.
Freddie now on the final lap of this race in the Ferrari. It'll be it'll be Freddie's first win here with WHF in Tier 2. And we'll follow him along on the back straight here. Can he get it is the question. Can he maneuver
Can he get a
final
second
corner?
in one corner? That is the question. And
Spared Fungus gets a
no.
3-second time penalty. It won't really matter though. And Freddie now will cross the line and win here in Tier 2, followed by Codzilla was unable
under
to
a
catch
second. He managed to get it
that
under a second.
penalty margin. He was catching, but it was not enough. Wed Throne now with his debut will have a podium in the AlphaTauri. A Mega Drive from Wed Throne. Spared Fungus now will be our next finisher, who surely could have got a podium, but was like, screw that. But Spared Fungus now still gets a very good result here in P4, and he'll be followed along the line by Dubsy. Good result for Dub here.
And the big man, Scotland,
And Scotland,
with the fastest
the
lap.
GOAT, with the fastest lap. Scotland is unparalleled. That's not, well, I didn't know that was possible. But anyway, Freddie is your driver of the day and deserving driver of the day after winning here
Didn't he start
in
last?
Tier 2. Freddie had a quali ban, so Freddie's
He must have started last.
Oh no, Callum says he was in AI trying to clip an incident and his AI pit.
Oh,
Oh my god, I've never heard of something so bad.
that is horrifying.
I've been disconnected before and it's pit me, but I've never heard you've been paused and it pit you. That's diabolical.
That is not good.
Oh my god. But it is Scotland's first fastest lap here because he is absolutely rapid.
Yes, he is.
I think we may as well just give him the win as well because that lap was just so quick. A 1:30.0. And Scotland has
half
got himself.
a second nearly from the other guy, Spared Fungus. So he did actually. That was a really good lap.
Scotland has got himself 2 extra points. He's basically equal points to Dub, who finished a position ahead here. And I have amazingly forgot to look through the race director here. I'm gonna have to get this in 6 seconds. Oh, no, it's not a long race director. We've had longer.
Oh,
But-
La Vegas.
Yeah, but we've got it on stream there, and it's not even kicking us out of the lobby. Oh, there it is. There we go. That was odd. Normally it just ends it immediately. But Freddy is your winner, followed by Codzilla and your debutant Wed Throne. But that has been it for us here with Tier 2. And we will now find a channel to raid here. We will raid, I don't know, let's find someone to raid. Do any of you two want to start a stream and just...
I don't even have a
Raid
Twitch
you.
account.
We'll find someone to raid here. Let's see. Unfortunately, no one that we're following, I don't think.
Yeah.
Let's see here. But we will be back tomorrow for Tier 1 in Singapore. It has changed from Monza because apparently the curbs are glitched, which doesn't sound that far-fetched. But we'll find someone to raid here and we will end the stream.
I do have to say to the Tier 2 guys, that was a lot better than
Yeah,
in Vegas. That was a lot more cleaner, a lot more respectful, so more like that.
Yeah, the racing in the midfield was very good there. But thank you for the follow, Freddie. On our way out, Freddie is your winner. And Freddie in the chat says hi, but we'll be ending the stream here. Congrats to Freddie on his first win here in Tier 2. And we will be back next week for... Let's check here. Where are we in? We're in Texas, so we're getting all the American tracks out of the way for Tier 2. And then tomorrow, AJ will be in the commentary booth with GB, and we'll be in Singapore. So make sure you follow for that if you want to see Tier 1 tomorrow. But I've been Al. You've been joined by Ollie in the commentary booth and your host Mallard, who's been laughing in the background.
Oh, come on, just tick the box and say hi for the one. Just fucking do it.
No, I won't.
But anyway,
you
thank
pussy.
you all for watching, and goodbye.
Oh, for fuck.